Hello all. In today's lecture, we will be discussing about the valuation of securities. So before starting the lecture, let's see why the valuation is important. Now, if we talk about the valuation, valuation is considered as backbone of modern financial system. Now, we will be talking about from the perspective of the company as well as from the perspective of the individual. If we talk about with the perspective of the company, it helps the company which is having a sound business model to command a premium in a market. And if the business model is weak, then there will be a drop in the valuation in the market. And if we think about the perspective of an individual investor, then every investor wants to predict the value of the securities in the market before he buys or sells the securities. If you look at the second richest person in the world, Warren Buffett, he has made his fortune by the art of valuation of securities only. So, the valuation of securities is an important aspect for the company as well as individual. Now, let's go with the introduction about the valuation of securities. Now, if we talk about the valuation, valuation means determining the worth of a security, which means we will be looking about the what is the present value of the securities. Right now, if you want to purchase any security, so what will be its value or whether you should purchase that security or not. It helps us to determine whether it's an undervalued or it's overvalued. Second point that we have to remember is that the valuation of security is derived from the cash flows associated with that securities. There will be various kinds of cash flows which are associated with the securities, which we will be learning very shortly. Third is whenever you are going to purchase any securities, some time period will be associated. Time period in the sense, suppose you purchase a debenture or bonds and the maturity period is for 10 years. So over here you can say the time period is fixed. After 10 years you will receive your amount. So time period is there. But if you are going to purchase the equity shares in which no time period is there, that means once you have invested in any equity share, company is not going to repay back your money. If you want your money back, then you have to go to the secondary market and sell your shares. Company won't repay back your money. But in certain cases, companies do buy back their shares. So right now we are not considering those cases where the companies buy back their share. And if we talk about the fourth point, the required rate of return, every person has its own demand. Maybe for me, I want the required rate of return to be 10%. And maybe for you, required rate of return is 20%. So we can say that required rate of return means yield. What the yield is there for the securities, or what percentage of amount you are earning, or what percentage of amount you are earning when you are purchasing the security. Now, if we talk about the cash flows that are associated with the securities, we have different kinds of cash flow. It can be outflow also and it will be inflow also. Whenever we purchase a security, there is an outflow from our pocket and afterwards there is an inflow. So let's talk about various kinds of inflows that are associated with the securities. So first inflow is fixed inflow. Fixed inflow means once we have purchased the securities and in the future we are going to get the fixed amount of cash flows. For example, if you have purchased the bonds or you have purchased the debentures, whenever we purchase bonds or debentures, there is a coupon rate given on that. And coupon rate means the rate of interest that the company will be paying to the debenture holders or bond holders, and that rate of interest is always fixed and that is calculated on the face value of the bonds and debentures. So we can say if bonds and debentures are being purchased, so the interest rate will be fixed that we are going to receive throughout the life of that bonds or debenture. Next cash flow is variable. Now suppose you purchase the equity shares. If you are purchasing the equity shares, in that there is no coupon rate, and in that case we are going to receive dividend and dividend is not fixed. We can get 0% dividend also, we can get 10% dividend, We can get 15% dividend, we can get 100% dividend, we can get 1000% dividend. So the amount of dividend is not fixed. There is not a guarantee that each and every year we are going to get the fixed amount of dividend. So we can say dividend is a variable cash flow. And the last cash flow is at the maturity. If you have purchased bonds or debentures and they have the fixed maturity period, for example, you purchase bonds or debentures for 10 years. So at the end of 10 years, company is going to repay back your money. So in that case, you will receive the money. So again, at the time of maturity, there will be a cash flow. Now let's talk about the types of securities. There are different kinds of securities for which we will be talking about. So the first security will be your equity shares, or you can also name it as equity stock. Second type of security that we will be talking about will be preferred shares, or you can name it as preferred stock. And third type of security we will be discussing will be bonds or debentures. So we will be discussing these three types of securities and how we are going to value these securities. For further reference, you can refer the book Financial Management. Thank you. Have a nice day.